What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today. And today we're gonna try Borderlands 4 again, but at 1440p. Although it's just gonna be a base of 1440p, I can almost guarantee we're not gonna get anywhere close to playable FPS. And I mean, even at 1080p with my settings, I couldn't get a constant 60 plus. Like for me, anything that has to do with keyboard, mouse, and guns, I have got to have a bare minimum 60, or I just do terrible and it feels terrible to play on. So there were some places where it was doing all right, but then there's other spots where it was chugging along and it was making it hard for me to aim. I'm not like the best aimer in the world by any means, but it definitely was even affecting me, so it would probably affect somebody who's good at aiming even worse. But in any case though, we'll probably have to do upscaling, but I'll go in there real quick and try. Well, I'm not gonna do it on camera, I'm just gonna go in there just to see real quick what it does on high 1440. I'm guessing like 20s, 25, 28, something like that. But hey, let's hop in, I'll find that out, and then decide if we're gonna start with that or do a little upscaling right off the rip.
All right, now we're gonna do 1440p, and I don't really see the point in doing base 1440 with no upscaling. It was not great. So we're just gonna do quality upscaling the whole time. Well, balanced rather. It couldn't quite handle quality while getting good settings. Not good settings, but good FPS. I mean, this is still not great what we're gonna get here, but I just figured leave it the way it was for my settings from the last 1080p video. But all right, let's get into the game and let's see what it can do. So now we're gonna drop it down a little bit here, down to medium from high, just like we did in 1080p, only this time we're doing upscaling from the get-go, because native was just not doing it. I mean, quality is still alright, you get an extra, you lose like 3 or 4 FPS if you want to go back up to quality. But anyway, back to the game we shall go. Now we're going to drop it down to low, just like we did at 1080p. Only we have upscaling on this time, so it's not apples to apples. Alright, since we've had upscaling on the whole time, we're just going to skip right to the settings I would run, which are basically the same settings as 1080p. It actually ran very similarly. We obviously not getting exactly the same FPS, because we're starting at a higher base resolution, but I think it might have actually helped get rid of a little bit of the CPU bottleneck. But obviously, it's not perfect, but let's go see how it runs.
let's get some camera recorded gameplay.
You wish you could control me.
You were still there, you sneak. The hell are you? What do we got here? Oh. Wish I could find a replacement for my sniper. It's alright, but... Bring this out. Where'd you guys go? Whole bunch of hullabaloo. Here they come. pick up anything for this guy? I guess I did. Cool. Much, but I'll take a little rather than none. Looks like a Chinese takeout box. Oh, I thought that was an enemy. I was gonna be like, what in the absolute shit is that? It's a fucking windmill. Ah, that's great. I got freaked out by a windmill for a second there. Guess I'm just that right amount of high. I know that's where I need to go, but it looked like I was going to go get stuck inside, so I figured I'd run around out in the open. And just like before, we can get playable FPS most of the time, but it's definitely chugs along at other spots, though. Bush. Okay. Oh, hello. Where'd you go, you little asshole? Haha, gotcha. These guys don't usually come in singles. Where the hell is the rest of you? Huh. So if I got on my bike thing, I could definitely, that's probably how I'm supposed to get in there. Like I said, I just like running around for now, just killing random monsters out in the open here, versus getting stuck going like possibly even underground for all I know over there. It looks like I'm supposed to go like up into the tower. Could just be inside, but even so, I'd rather stay out here. I think this is a better representation of FPS anyway. Alrighty then. Why don't we use this opportunity to go wrap on up? Alright guys, that's a wrap for Borderlands 4 at 1440p. Even though, technically speaking, we basically weren't at 1440p the entire time. But we were at a base of 1440p. But it definitely needed help with upscaling. I jumped in there and I was getting anywhere from 18 to like 26 FPS. And I was like, nope, that is not playable. So figured let's just go ahead and turn on some upscaling. So it just uses the same balance I used for the settings or basically my settings, which really was just turning textures up and anisotropic filtering up a little bit. And that's about it. But still, I thought it still did all right because it basically didn't change the FPS at all, but made it look way better. Well, not way better, but quite a bit better. But this game's still not a game that looks that great to begin with. The Borderlands has never been about crazy good graphics. It's just an interesting cel-shaded game. That's how I don't understand how it runs so poorly. I mean, even 3 was already starting to run pretty poorly, and I was already going, what the fuck? Because 2 and 1 were just like, you could get so much FPS on those. And yeah, I'm sure this looks a little bit better. It's been a while since I played 2, but it doesn't really look that much better since I was playing on PC and I had those settings cranked up. So I'm kind of curious. I almost want to do that. Just go back from the first one and come all the way back. I might do that after I'm done doing all the videos on this Borderlands, just to see. Maybe I'm just, remembering completely wrong. And these graphics are actually completely amazing compared to the first 2 games. But I'm mostly talking about 2. 1 was definitely a little, show its age now. But that game, I think, came out in what, 2004, 2005 or something like that? So it's been a minute. Anyway, that is all for this video though. And unfortunately, it gets you 60-ish FPS sometimes, but then it drops under. So for me, I like 60 plus, like I said. So I would not really have the best time. I could play, but I wasn't having the most fun I could have. Kind of like the same fun I was having on the Ally. Playable-ish, but not the most fun experience. But at the same time, this thing is starting to show its age. But this game is also just honestly kind of an unoptimized piece of garbage as far as I'm concerned. But still, seems like a fun game. It's just a shame that it's so optimized and hard to run for basically no good reason as far as I can tell. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoy making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.